So I know this is short notice. This is a video that I was not planning to do, but I kind of was after maybe a couple hours ago when I was thinking about it. I just left work for my last day until next week because of the wedding. And it got me thinking when talking to an old friend about where I was and where I am today. And I figured maybe I could tell you and help you. Maybe it'd make you not feel so bad. And maybe this could be a little bit of inspiration. And, I try my best to be positive. But a lot of times I come off negative against my own self. Not really healthy. And, I do come off negative against a little leprechaun that we know that takes advantage of people, and in my opinion. But, mental health still does matter. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite here and say that what I'm doing by criticizing Chili makes me any better than him, because ultimately I'm still a troll on the internet. But when I do say that I'm a troll, at least as of right now, I kind of have purpose. I've received dozens of emails, and I'd like to kind of string them together, but I don't know how they would feel about me sharing this information. Dozens of emails from people I've never met, thanking me for talking about mental health, making them laugh, and stuff like that. I've never thought I would be that person that can invoke that kind of change or that kind of response. Never thought I'd be. I look at myself, let's take about 3 or 4 years ago. I moved back from Mansfield, and you got to remember, I lost everything. I was in a relationship for 7 years. I had a home, had a nice car, had nice things, and I lost them all. Basically lost everything. Started from scratch. I lived with my brother for 3 or 4 years, and I finally met a girl that loved me for who I am. And I never thought I would have that. And now, this week, I'm getting married to somebody I think is my best friend. I don't think that. I know that. And it's very special because I never thought that would happen. I've been dealt a lot of pink slips, and I'm sure some of you have too. I'm sure that you've dealt with this. Maybe you've had somebody that's you love that's crushed you, tore you apart, or stuff like that. I don't want to get too deep into that because relationships are hard. Inherently, they're all hard. And, I hate to say that, but it's true. It's true. You're going to have somebody that you love that's not going to reciprocate. And, it's hard. It is hard. But eventually you're going to find that somebody, even if it's yourself. I know that sounds weird. I don't love myself like I should. I don't. And I should. And I look at the good things that's happening to me. And let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. I got a really good job. I just got a promotion. I'm about to have a wife. I just got a new home. A couple years ago, I didn't have a car. Bought a car. I have pretty much everything that I lost, I got back. Let's see, what else? I have family and friends, even though I haven't talked to a lot of them in a long time. Mainly my fault because I secluded myself. I hid in the dark so I didn't have to see anybody else get hurt. I'm going to have to tell you. I'm not the same person as I was 3 or 4 years ago. I used to be pretty outgoing for the most part, and I had a lot of friends, and I still do, but I don't present myself to them like I should. I kind of hide because let me go and tell you, seeing your best friend, one of your best friends, in a casket does things to you. It does. It really does. And, I got the haters that's going to use that ammo and be like, oh, look at you, you're a pussy. Go fuck yourself, please. Take yourself and go fuck yourself. Easy thing to do. But seeing your best friend, somebody that's almost like a brother in a casket, it does things to you, especially if you have problems mentally to begin with. I didn't put much thought into this until I talked to this person a little bit earlier, and I'm not going to give out any names or anything, but it's his childhood friend, and very, very good person. But anyways, I've kind of hid myself because I didn't want to be that same person, knowing that I have mental issues, that, I've been in the psych ward a few times. I've been in the ICU due to swallowing pills. And I didn't want to do that to my friends because it's traumatizing, right? I don't want my friends to see me in a casket. I kind of walked away from them. My fault entirely. I miss a lot of people for staying in my room when I get home, just staying in my room, or hiding and not talking to anybody, making videos on the internet, pretending things are okay, when sometimes they're really not. And I know this can be like a hard pill to swallow, knowing who I am, but I never thought that I deserved these good things that are happening to me, right? Never thought I did, not in a million years. And the universe sometimes likes to flip things and make things interesting for you. And I come to find that out that it's supposed to be hard. Life is not easy. There's not an easy button unless you're born rich, but then that you still have your own problems. If you're born rich into some billionaire family, you have everything you can ever ask for, but that doesn't really bring happiness. Yeah, money helps. Money's nice. I'm not gonna lie. I like money. It's nice getting paid, being able to have your own things, but it doesn't help everything, because at the end of the day, it's just replaceable. I mean, let's just face it. Let's take this example. I had thousands of movies, as a movie collector, and I lost them all, right? Spent all that money. I had to sell them all at pawn shops, just so I could pay the bills. I never really replaced them back. I just traded everything back with like streaming services and stuff. But, it sucks to lose it. It sucks. But at the end of the day, it doesn't replace the time you have and what you've done for people. Like, for instance, I get people telling me that I've helped them by talking about mental health. I've helped them out. I didn't think I was making a difference until I got the emails or got awesome comments or messages on different platforms like Facebook. I never thought I was helping anybody. Never did. Never thought I would. Never thought in a million years that I would have a YouTube channel that's, and I know by terms it's not huge, but what we stand for together as 2,000, almost 3,000 people. Well, getting there. I'm kind of celebrating, even though we're closer to 2,500 than we are 3,000. But I never thought that. I was stuck for 500 people. Before this, and you know what? Chili can take credit for where credit's due. Okay, dude, that's fine. Yeah, I talk about you and I got followers. I guess that works, but most of the people who follow me and I talk about you, they don't really like you, so you just gotta kind of look at it that way. Yeah, me talking about you and you having a bigger channel, that's what it is. People want to watch, but I never thought that I would be at this position where people actually care about what I say. And I know some things I talk about, most people don't care about, like my video games and stuff like that. But where am I getting to? You can take a look at the darkest moments of your past and compare it to your brightest moments of your present or the brightest moments in your future. And you can tell that you are not the same person you was 10 years ago. Even though you might think that you don't deserve nice things, and I definitely believe that. To me, I don't think I deserve nice things. Do I think I'm a great person? No, I don't. I never did. Never did think I was some great person. I never thought that. I always thought that I was just some has-been that wasn't going to get anywhere. But I look today, and I've become the success that I've always wanted, even though I'm not entirely sure why it's happening. And that same thing can happen to you, and it might be happening to you now. Or you could be going through your darkest days right now, and you're looking for a way to get out of the light. Well, get into the light, not out of the light. You want to get into the light, not more out of the light. I regret walking away from some of my friends. And I'll go ahead and tell you, like, I started making these videos about Chili. I've had friends I've had for years tell me, and it broke my heart to hear this, that they thought I was going down the wrong road, that I was just trying to get fame no matter what it was. Trying to assume that I was something I'm not. I can kind of tell where they was coming from, and it's definitely not true. But at the end of the day, you kind of be like, man, I don't really care what you think. Sometimes I do, but that's my mental health being like, yeah, that person thinks I suck. I must suck. It's not easy for somebody that has problems. And I can sit here and all day long and be like, yeah, I got problems. Woe is me. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just want you to know, deep down inside, there's a person in there that's trying to get out. Somebody is trying to hold you back. You're going to have that. People are going to hold you back. You're going to lose communications with people because of your own self. I regret that. I regret not talking to my friends for all these years. And the crazy thing is, I started talking to a couple of my friends I haven't talked to in years. Not because of them, because of me. I take full acceptance for that. But it is what it is. I'm glad to have these people back in my life. I'm glad to be able to carry on a conversation that I had 4 years ago like nothing happened. That's how you know you have real friends. Yeah, it can be hard. It can hurt. It can hurt losing contact with a friend because you never know why. Like, you don't know what's going on in their lives. And I hate that because I don't want my friends to think that I hate them, right? I don't. I love my friends. I love my family. I love the people that I haven't been able to talk to in years. But you guys are so instrumental in the way that where I am now. You guys have been so instrumental to that. You don't even understand. Even if you don't watch this video, and you're my friend, like a close friend, you was instrumental of where I am today, positive or negative. But I like to think that most of you affected my life in a positive way, even though, I'm not as thankful as I should be. But you have that power too. You have that power to strike back and, just show people that, hey, I'm worth a damn. You can actually start today, start your own YouTube channel, start working towards your own job, and be able to be proud of yourself for who you are. And I need to do that myself. I sound hypocritical saying these things, but, part of me still thinks, hey, I don't deserve this, but part of me is starting to realize that, hey, I'm exactly where I want to be. Almost exactly where I want to be. Look at all these things that's happening to me. It's hard to compile everything. It's hard to process things for me. It's hard to process it because, like I said, I didn't think I would ever get to where I am today. And like I said, I'm not some super rich oil tycoon. I'm rich because I have people that care, or people that thinks that I'm helping them. And it's not just because they think so. It's because I am helping people, and I don't know how it's truly affecting. It's not grasping me. And I know this has gone on for way too long. You're probably wondering where I'm getting with this. But you are worth what you put in. You're not a piece of shit. Some people are pieces of shit. I know this. We know some people. But even though they might be giant pieces of shit, they're still worth something to somebody. And I see people on Chili's page giving him praise, but we might not think that he's worth a damn. And honestly, I don't think he's worth a damn, just because of the things he's done. But apparently, somebody else does, and that's all that matters. It matters of what people. It matters the good that you do for people. God, I'm not really good at putting my words together. So as I look right now, left a great job for the week. I go back next week. I'm getting married, which is crazy to me. It's wild, and we have a place now. Like I can go, I can go home and be like, hey, I've got a home now. I think it's great, and I think you guys should continue what you're doing. I appreciate every single one of you, even the people that hates my guts, even the people that get on here and be like, "Oh, you suck for fucking with Chili." That's fine. I still love you. I still think you're a human being that deserves compassion. That's me. Maybe I'm playing too much into it. Maybe I'm thinking too highly of you. There's some things that I won't stand for, and you guys know what I mean. Like obviously there are terrible people that I'm not going to stand up for, but human nature. Some people are worth at least something. No matter how big of a piece of shit you are, at least, I don't know, that's overstating actually. I don't want to come off and be like, everybody's great, everybody is amazing, because not everybody's amazing. And that's probably just tears away my whole argument. But for me right now, you guys make me feel amazing. You guys make me, like, every heartfelt email that I get, you guys make me feel amazing. You make me feel like I'm worth a damn. Even on my darkest days and darkest nights, you guys light me up. So thank you for that. I will see you soon. As a married man, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.